stupid. Fuck, man. I gotta restart everything all over again. Kevin gave intro. You going down? Yeah. You guys haven't seen it already? Ready for life. What's the problem, man? Fuck. Kevin Gate Church, right? Yeah. Auda. Are you that? You don't want to feel right. We don't have to feel right. Come on, you need something to frappuccino, man. One more second. All right, let's go. Come on. What? You don't hear me, man.
Morning Detour on the Mighty CKUT 9.3 FM. There's only one more chase. Are you okay, Cobra? This early, they say I'm on drugs. But the only drug is hip-hop. Love is life. Morning Detour on the Mighty CKUT 9.3 FM. Like, get a little bit more. Your family not going to always agree with you. The people around you not going to always agree with you. So it's going to take you getting away from people that's not going to yeah, he's the guy who I find. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Nobody's this hype this early, they say I'm on drugs.
didn't work last week? Didn't work last week?
No, she was already on my thing. She just didn't.
Okay.
Yes. Good morning. 7:04 in the morning. This is the Morning Detour. Weezy Moon Chase at Mike CKT 9.3 FM. Holiday weekend. Saint Jean Baptiste tomorrow. The #1 francophone holiday all year long. We got work off. It's a beautiful day. A lot of barbecues, a lot of turn-ups. Much of I say is the Morning Detour. Let's talk. Make sure it's Tom Bless there, Shana. Make sure it's Tom Bless there. On the Facebook, or do it sound good. Oh yeah, now we perfect. Hey. Yes, Montreal, my city. 7:06 in the morning, #1 morning show. You know how we're doing things. The Morning Detour. It's Saint Jean Baptiste weekend. Let me tell you something. Tracy Paul in the studio there. I got the most amazing red carpet story. If I take the story, ended off with the twins, PK Subban, White Glove, and T-Bane. I will mix all these things together into one. I'm gonna show you this morning's the red carpet episode of the Morning Detour. We are live on YouTube and Facebook. The Morning Detour. You know what, DJ in the country. DJ Magnum 1 and 2. We are urban hip hop. We are the streets. We outside. 7:07 in the morning. The Montreal City. Oh, we sounded right this morning. Oh, we sounded lined up this morning. No. Oh, wow, you want to drop intros? You got some smoke? No. Let me don't be shy. Might as well take over the intros. Go on, Tracy. I love you. Give me a thing. I forgot. Montreal, my city. Trey Lamont, July 8th. Live show. You know what's going down. Make sure I get y'all tickets 18 plus. Trey Lamont, the homie. He may or may not be here next week. Birthday special. Weezy Moon says that must be an issue. We're going to shut it down 4 hours next Friday. The homeboy Trey Lamont live from Montreal. Showtime tour, 18 plus, 8 p.m. And this will be at Théâtre St. Catherine, Friday, July 8th. So, you know, we're going to the moon. We're coming to you live from DG Kicks, the number one leader in sneakers and clothing. We got cars, we got TVs, we even got ACs. Keeping y'all cool. Saint Jean Baptiste weekend. Trey Lamont, the Morning Detour. Yes, what did you do over the weekend, Tracy?
This past week I was home, I was working, but I gotta go to something because I'm watching Top Boy. So that's my introduction.
You want to start with that? And then come the red carpet story?
Yeah, okay, no problem.
yeah, we outside. Everybody keep telling me next Saturday's jump up. It's carnival. I don't know what's going on. I know next Friday we at the pop party. We at that Ross Power. We at that pink oil and powder. That's what I know we at next Friday. Whoa. It's going down. Montreal, my city, 7:09 in the morning. The Morning Detour, Lobby Boys. You know how we do things. Lobby Boys, so I thought it's a man on Jim Joe's new tape. Which one's this is Slide. It's the only clean version we have. All those songs are vulgar. Yeah. Mommy, click the link. Yo, click the link on mommy's phone. Send her a text message from me. She doesn't know how to do it early. You have to click the link for her. Alright, I sent it to your phone too. You can see me live. Shut down no blood clot thing. Alright. Yeah. You see how we feeling? Some of y'all wasn't outside. Some of y'all wasn't in the lobby. I'm telling y'all, next Friday we going 4 hours. It's the Weezy Moon Chaser birthday special on the Mike CKT 90.3 FM. We got Alpha DJ Manny on the ones and twos. You know we're doing things. We're kicking off San Sean back this weekend. This is that pre-barbecue mix. This is that pre-cookout mix. Hey! Chase Paul in here with us. Oh, this one's gonna be. We even turned our mic on yet. We're paying by the hour up here. What a weekend I had, boy. Red carpet, big up Svetlana. We now call her Lambo. Lambo or t-shirt, depending on how you're feeling, but she's definitely a Lamborghini. The Morning Detour. Let's play one more song, man. We're gonna kick this show off. Yeah, I wanted last slot, but we'll do it after me and Tracy talk.
What do you want?
I want to start with last slot, but we'll save that at the second.
I want to put White Clef. So you saw White Clef too?
Yeah, that's what I put there. Play one like this. Corey, tied up time. Play the one like that. We'll play the instrumental. We're gonna come on the last class when I tell the story. But to kick it off, we're gonna play this one. To kick it off, we can play Hey. Hold on, man. You can't play this like regular music. The Honorable White Clef, Mr. IED. You know, Tracy, he should have been president. You know, that's when you really saw black hate. When they try to block White Clef. Richie S. from Shotters. I seen Richie S. from Shotters on Saturday. Hip-hop moment in my life. Milestone. I was on stage with White Clef. I'm going to give you all those stories in a little bit. Let's get that vibe. Montreal, my city. We outside. Let's go. No way, I'm gonna give you the full one up. What's going on? Hold on. JC, see the Shondell found the video.
Go people. You didn't even know I played combat.
Who's that in the back? I'm standing right going to the stuff there.
I bust up top for you.
Yo, give me the open letter. Give me the open letter right now. Yeah, who's that in the back? 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 Something good. Yeah, we'll go from the open letter track to the instrumental. And we'll start the show like that.
What's the instrumental?
Open letter.
Yeah.
But now you're gonna play the open letter track, the White Clef, and then we'll go to the instrumental. Yeah. We don't talk about it.
You might want to come on this one. This one get viral. Yeah, this story is epic. You might want to be in the shot for this one. Oh, you want? Oh. Hold on.
He said good morning.
They say I'm not Haitian enough. They say I can't represent because I don't speak Creole. But my girl Haitian, so I know they're mad at me. Montreal, my city. So we outside, baby. This is St. Jean-Baptiste weekend. #1 morning show in the country. This is the Morning Detour. It's a shame we don't come on from Monday to Friday. Wyclef talked to me. Wyclef was looking young, DJ Maddie. I want whatever Wyclef referral is on. They were looking young and energetic. This is an open letter. It's the Morning Detour. It's the Red Carpet episode. We got stories this morning. We in the building. Big Will. Trey Paul. Moon Chaser. I'm the Montreal Kobe Bryant. They know that I'm nice. They hate that it's me. We are live on YouTube and on Facebook. This is the Morning Detour. The General, let's go.
Oh, but it's an extra cup? Yo, Doc, Tracy don't have this, bro.
I can't.
We'll give you one sip, bro.
I can't.
I've been watching Batman all week, bro. All you do is drink the family. Listen, we haven't been wasting the show top here, bro. We about to get. Come with the open leg. Come and show me. Hey.
Yeah. Big up Toronto, I see you. Rico, I see you. Miss B, I see you. Atoya, Ashanti, I see you. You know how we doing things, man. My dad. Weezy Moon Chaser.
You went 16 minutes to get through shit. Just take the mic there. No. This to make sure it's straight. This girl. We don't want Starbucks. We want to heat up. So Big Will, let me show Big Will the video so you can understand the joy. Yo, God bless y'all, love, man. Who's that in the back? So now you understand when I tell the story. Who's that in the back? Come at you. You want to stand for your phone?
Huh?
You want to stand for it?
Yeah, you know that's how we doing it. It's that smooth transition. Trey Paul in the building.
Hey.
Montreal, my city. Montreal, my city. Going down this morning, boy. Big Willie here. Big Will just touched that up. Pure white Hennessy.
Choking.
It's no games. I'm getting an ankle somewhere. I don't know. Somebody's ankle. Big Will. Okay, I'm good this morning. Well, Montreal, my city, 716. I know some of y'all are still in bed. Listen, we ain't going nowhere. It's holiday weekend, St. Jean-Baptiste, man. Great weekend last weekend, man. Personal milestone for myself. But before we get into all of that, Tracy Ball back on the Morning Detail. I said Morning Detail. I didn't see it already. The Morning Detail, I apologize. You are content, culture, creator. I don't know a whole bunch of things. I just want to mix the words sometimes in the morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
I'm good. We're doing fantastic. Big William Mike is on. Okay, so we're gonna start with Tracy's story this morning. Tracy, what is really good, man?
I mean, first of all, I'm so stoked to be here with y'all, as usual. My highlight this week, because first, I'm waiting for you to tell us about your week, because from what I've heard, it's been crazy. You got stories, but for me, it was pretty cool. I was home all week working. I started watching Top Boy, which has been on my list for a while now. Yes. Have you seen it?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a series that was canceled and brought back a few years back. For those who don't know, with some help from Drake, who is now an executive producer on the show. It's starring Ashley Walters, Kane Robinson, and a number of known English actors. I'm not going to drop any spoilers on you guys.
Drop all the spoilers. Listen,
I'm not.
it is the UK The Wire. That's what it is. Top Boy is the UK The Wire. Very well done, Pastor. You might.
Anyway, I'm not. All I can say is for those who haven't seen it, it's pretty intense. Like I was holding onto my couch, holding in some tears at times. But yes, a thrilling drama series. There are 4 seasons, so I'm going into season 3. I'll definitely keep y'all posted on that in the next coming weeks. So that was my week.
Oh man.
Top boy.
Oh man. Can we talk about Top Boy? Man, give me a little switch up here a little bit, man. Give me a little switch up here. Let me talk a little bit in my city. This guy's wild, man. Big boy here, man. It's shoddy, boy. I don't know why anybody's up here, man. It's a holiday. Nobody should be on the road.
I'm up, ready to go.
Okay. Let's talk to him a little bit this morning. Montreal, my city. I am the Kobe Bryant. I am the Montreal Kobe, actually. So what's dropping this morning? So do you guys remember when Puffy had come out with Making the Band? And there's this famous hip hop scene. Everybody talk about it. There's a couple moments in hip hop that we never forget. We never forget the time Ray J went up to Power 105, went crazy, talking about Fab and him, got crazy in Las Vegas. We'll never forget the time 50 Cent came out this morning, really went out to Rick Ross. And we'll never forget the time Diddy made those kids walk across the bridge to go get that cheesecake. Now, it always stuck with me because I'm an entrepreneur. I love hip hop. I love creating. And I was talking to myself, hey, man, I want to make it a life. But sometimes people in a higher position than you, people got to go actually open doors for you. But make you do some stuff you might not really want to do. You might not really want to do. But when you do it, you understand it's kind of beneficial for you, right? So over the weekend, I kicked it off on Friday. Friday night, I went to the private party for the twins. Very beautiful night, man. Let me tell you, don't whiskey that's. It's Tracy Paul. It's literally like the twins are aliens. It doesn't really make sense. First of all, how do you come up with all those different transitions of moves? And 2, how the hell do you get your body to do that? This story's crazy. I seen the dude spin off stage. There's at least 10, 20,000 people at his Maxim party. Spin his foot off stage on T-Pain set over the crowd. And then roll back down and pop back up. I'm gonna get into all that in a second. So Friday night was crazy. Shout out to Yogi and all the them. So those guys are aliens. But to see these guys perform live was crazy, Tracy. These are the twins that they've been dancing for Beyonce, Missy Elliott, they've been on Dance Revolution, all kinds of dance all over the world. It's fair to say that the twins are at the top of the pinnacle of dancing culture. So to see it live, man, this is amazing. I said, man, okay, man. This is my first, second or third industry party. I made it. We are in the building. I said, okay, it went well. Saturday night, I got the invite to the Maxim Grand Prix party. Now, let me tell you guys, Montreal, my city. If you don't know nothing about life, well, I did not know until I went to this party. Big, well interesting. The Maxim Grand Prix party has to be our most elite party that we have all year long. And I'm going to explain to you guys why. So, boom. Shout out to Kai and the agency. I'm going to get the name. I don't want to mess it up. So they hit it up. They hit me up and they told me, listen, man, you got a media pass. It's not, listen, Morning Detour, we're a small shop. You know, we're like madmen when they transition from the first iteration to the second iteration. We're coming up in the game. So she said, Weezy's been approved for the red carpet. You got to need to call me up. What's going on? But so I tell myself, so you know what? I'm going to put my sales brain on. I'm going to think a little bit. I take my camera bag. I say, you know what? My boy's for me. Let me be a professional camera. Let me bring that. So in case, I'm thinking of myself, in case I got to do the red carpet, I got some. I don't look crazy with my iPhone. We have celebrities, we have politicians, you have professional race car drivers, you got influencers, all in the red carpet. You have models, you have TV actors, all kinds of things. So I say, let me not show them my iPhone. I get down to the venue. I forget my bag. It's for the phone. I'm over. I've been on the road all day. I'm mixing. I wasn't planning to be at this party. Shout out to the boy Mike Jones. Mike Jones gotta get his flowers. Now, me and Mike Jones are the only 2 black guys on the red carpet. Mike Jones said, hey, listen, Weez, I have an extra camera for you. Oh. Yo, man, listen, man, I want the hug to do, but you know, some guys are funny, but I want the hug to do. No, for real, I want the hug to do. Because, you know, these are the moments, you know, say something that you have, you know, I had to do the red carpet. So I didn't know what was going on, so I get there, like, we need Weezy on the red carpet. So on the red carpet, they have this, for once in my life, man, I was on the other side of the red ropes. Oh. It felt good to be on the side of the red ropes. All these peasants on the other side, all these onlookers, they called me on the other side of the red rope. So the other side of the red rope, they actually have a red carpet for us, the paparazzi, since that's where I am now. And paparazzi on the other side, they have a fancy F1 car. And they have this girl, they must have paid her $1,000. This girl in this over-the-top outfit, and she'll stand outside and take pictures with the celebrity. The whole time. Last Saturday was pretty cold. So from 8:30 to 11, this is what I did. This was my walk to Brooklyn to get my cheesecake. So they're like, Weezy, you're on the red carpet. I'm not a photographer. I didn't go something. I'm not Mike Jones. I'm not Lawrence Lifestyle. You know what I mean? What am I doing on the back? So Mike Jones gives me the camera, and I'm like, how this works is that somebody passes with a name, say Big Will is coming, and then you'll think this is a Big Will. I'm not a photographer. Yo, I was in the mix, Big Will. You know, you gotta fake it till you make it. I was like, look right here, okay, over here. No, one more. All the pictures are horrible. All the pictures, all the videos, I'm out of focus, I'm off the wrong angle, I got heads in my shots, it's blurry in the right corner. I do not know what's going on. So on the highlights of this, you're like, well, hey, listen, White Clef and T-Pain are hitting the red carpet, so I'm excited. I'm holding my pee. I've been outside for 4 hours now. This is the longest cheesecake walk of all time. White Clef, you know, the anti-establishment person that he is, he doesn't come in from the right way. White Clef comes in from the left side. Everyone's coming in from the right. This dude looks like he's still turning up. I don't know what kind of Jumu soup he's drinking. I don't know what kind of jewelry he's on. I want the White Clef treatment. White Clef came from the other side. We lock eyes instantly. It's just me and Mike Jones on the red carpet. The only two black guys. Everybody's from like real reputable like media outlets. Dudes are talking to me like I've been a paparazzi my whole life. I'm making small talk with all the other photographers. Hey, it's the first time you did surveillance. I'm like, yeah, man. That's the first time here. Yeah, me too. There's all kinds of like, hey, you know this guy? I'm like, yeah, that's White Clef.
Oh my God.
That's the general. You know what I mean? If you're Haitian, you want to meet White Clef. It's like meeting the Pope and you're Catholic. Like, this is what we do. I felt like, listen, man, what an experience. White Clef walked out with me. White Clef said, yeah. I said, yes, White Clef, I'm here. I'm here. Few wanted me here. But let me get shots for a lot of man. I get the agency to get one shot, man. So White Clef comes and goes. Very, very charismatic. I said, man, you know what, Sales? I'm good, man. That White Clef. I did the red carpet. I got my first industry night. I'm beautiful this morning. It wasn't enough, man. It wasn't enough. We had to take a step further. So Atlanta Lambo, she's from another planet, I'll tell you. Anyway, we go inside now. Now, when you have the media pass, you're on a different kind of level now. We passed all the regular peasants that paid over $100 for their tickets. And now I'm in the VIP, where people spend, $5,000, $10,000, $20 for the combined, you got pioneers of the industry in there. It was like a Kanye music video mixed with Fabulous. You had people flying down and do acrobatics from the ceiling. You had futuristic people with veils and diamonds. I was in the Janet Jackson video shoot. You had the sports car. I didn't know they even make this car on the water, on the thing, and then there was a bridge to go to another bar. They had the heaters by your cabana. When you spend $20,000, it's a different kind of thing. And still, that wasn't enough. We kept walking further down the entourage. I went with Lee Twins, with Lana, her husband, a couple other people. Now we're still walking. Now I'm like, okay, listen, I've been black 35 years. They're definitely gonna stop us at some point. I'm starting to pass people that that are a little bit more ahead than me. Like I'm passing Ricky D on the right. I'm passing boxers. I was like, whoa! You gotta start checking your car. I'm like, God damn, did I get a promotion? How did I get one? Now we reach the back. We're at the entrance of the backstage. I bought one of my favorite movies, the Backstage, Rockefeller movie. I went on tour. My favorite movies are I want to be backstage with the artists in the mix, build stories. So for sure, I'm like, yo, listen, they're gonna stop me. No. We go further. Now I'm backstage, I'm following the crowd. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm just following people, not tracing. We get to the side of the stage. So okay, they're gonna stop me. I'm not performing. They told me I'm doing the red carpet. What's going on? We on the side of the stage now. Now I'm going up on the stage.
Oh, wow.
I'm just following people. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to sweat. I got the camera bag that I brought as a prop. Now I'm starting to feel a little warm because my bag is seeing all these celebrities as I'm walking through the crowd. I'm looking at everybody. I'm looking at everybody like peasants now. Now I'm on stage at the Grand Prix Maxim party. And White Clef is on his knees, playing his guitar backwards. Talking about Maria.
Wow.
No, that wasn't hip hop. I don't know. So I'm that close to White Clef and whatnot. I see this gentleman. I think this is hype guy, looking kind of scarfy with a yellow bandana. I don't know what this guy's in. I'm so enthralled in the moment, Montreal. This is hip hop. If you came up in the hip hop culture, how do you not feel the way when you're on stage with Concept November? That's Richie S from Shotters. That's Wyclef, man. That's Fozzies. So this happens. Wyclef finishes. I said, man, listen, you know what, guys? I'm gonna go home, man. You know, I'm gonna go home and tell Sam's boy. You know what I mean? I'm talking about my spoils of war. One about to say is one of the best moments of my life of all time. I can stop breaking right now. I've experienced this. So you come off stage. Now we're in the backstage. My first backstage experience. So all the celebrities have these booths that are like curtain off. Somebody comes with like 100 boxes of puffs. Shout out puffs, man. I didn't take no puffs. Me, I don't eat in public. I want to stay clean. I was gonna stay fresh. Shout out to Sean, these kids. I was gonna stay fresh. We don't do that. I look down the hall. And one of the craziest moments of my life, drinking ball. I see the late twins, Wyclef Jean, T-Pain, and PK Subban. You know, I'm not a forceful brother. You know, I mean, so I ain't gonna run up to them, man. But it's to be in that moment. And to see these guys hugging up on each other, the twins hugging up T-Pain, and what a wild time. So T-Pain comes down the aisle, so Lana beats him, you know, each other. And she goes, hey, listen to me from the It's a live show, so see. I said, listen, T-Pain. Pull my hand out, because I'm thinking about the Young Jock story from DJ Flag. So I threw my hand out. I said, how you doing, Mr. T-Pain? I'm Weezy Wilkins. He said, right. So as I'm doing this, Svetlana's still hyping me up on the side. It's like, yeah. He said, right. And the only thing I ever tell, this is the only thing I say to T-Pain. I said, T-Pain, let me tell you something. I'm the only nigga playing music in the city. T-Pain knows we gotta talk. It was simple as that, man. Great weekend. And then I got a chance to T-Pain and they perform on stage. T-Pain, no DJ, no background vocal, just him by himself for an hour. Super energetic, one of the greatest
He's
times of my
talented.
life.
People sleeping on T-Pain. He's talented.
I don't know who's sleeping on T-Pain. Do not sleep on T-Pain. T-Pain's real serious, really cool guys. Wyclef looks young, just like Pharrell. It's a crazy thing, man. You know, I got shot this girl. Oh, what a weekend! So that was that.
That was some crazy stories. I feel you. I'm really happy for you. It definitely is a moment to be surrounded by people that look like you, that are celebrating you, and that, you know, witnessing those moments makes it very.
But listen, man, it was definitely a cheesecake moment at that point. Even though I met all these dudes, what really kicked me is the fact that I had no idea what I was doing on the red carpet. And they literally let me there from 8:30 to 11. Well, now, it doesn't matter if I come to talk because I did it now. I know the dude now.
Yeah.
Goddamn, what am I?
Now watch next year. We're gonna need you. Third year, we're gonna do something different.
What I want next year, I want to be one of those people. There's people at both ends when the celebrity comes and you can actually interview them.
Okay.
Shout out to Bruni Shanahan. I saw Bruni Shanahan and his wife. Him too. He gave me the nod. They're surprised. They're like, oh man, there's a brother here.
For sure. Let's go.
I was wearing Nikes I've never seen before. I got from Sean Dawson. I don't know what kind of Nikes they were. I want to shout out the agency that brought me in there. in my IG will start messing with me. But we got an amazing show this morning. We got Chelsea Buchanan. Chelsea Buchanan has a beautiful event planning company. If I can pull it up there, everything's all over the place. I want to miss the show this morning. Lundy's Prop Shop, so she's coming on at 8 o'clock, God willing. And then at 8:30, we got meditation guru, author, poet, my man, Fimo Mitchell coming on the show. So let's play one song. Some commercials. And when we come back, we'll try to do some news. Rhythm and Brunch, 928 is going to call us up. Rhythm and Brunch is happening this Sunday, hosted by yours truly, Weezy Moon Chaser, DJ 912, and watched by 928 Agency. So let's play some music. When we come back, we'll do a little bit of news. You're not coming through.
Yeah?
Yeah, we want a song there.
I'm just giving you a new Denzel and T-Pain. Clean version. This shit's crazy.
You don't use that shit, DJ Matty.
Mrs. Paul is in the building. Bam!
How was it go?
Yeah, one second. play 3 of the commercials. I'm gonna do a quick view, and then we're gonna play the wild interview. That's just like 15 minutes.
That's bad.
Yeah, what's that after all this?
Just speak at it. When you want to talk, you gotta talk. You gotta talk in the back of this. Yeah, it's been a commercial right after that because we're trying to get still. No, it's cool. But yeah, I wanted to talk to him after the show's right next to him.
Yeah.
So everybody rushed him.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, I'm gonna the pop and say it's not very forceful.
Yeah.
Maybe I should be a little more forceful. I think that's funny.
No, it is.
I was there. No, I was there. Yo, they got some cut nasty, so I'm in there talking to him. I just cool. You feel kind of stupid because you're just there standing up, but bro, you're backstage, so like everything was back there.
Yeah. But remember the situation that happened, the situation when he went online and she was like, oh my god, like I missed the opportunity to contact my DMs. Like, so, you know. So maybe she got the DMs and hey, like.
Yeah, your mic is okay like that?
Yeah.
No, just you play like that?
No, I can't.
No.
And sweet treats, all things $18 or less. Come enjoy the other side of Fabian's Room, Friday, June 24th at Mackenzie King Park.
Cinema Politica is thrilled to announce the theatrical release of Dear Jackie, a feature documentary by Henri.
Yeah.
The film opens on
That's it's on the show. Just get actors on the show. Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Québécoise and Cinéma Moderne, with the director and special guests in attendance at some screenings. Dear Jackie ironically tells the story of one of the oldest black communities in
I did another arm.
Montreal's little Burgundy,
Whatever.
and cinematic
I know you. It's not shiny no more.
Robinson,
Okay, that's why I don't give you. Want some more?
and professional baseball. It also masterfully connects history to the present by challenging the myth of the post-racial society. This release is co-presented by Disney St. George's Community Center, Candy Bergs, and Makisi Solo. For more information and tickets, visit cinemapolitica.org. We hope to see you there. This is a CTUT co-presentation.
No, I
Phoebe presents Modern
Yeah.
Saturday, 3 p.m. to midnight at UNIA.
Let's follow the wire.
You been that story? Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I didn't know. Well, I like
What instrument do you want?
Yo, Sales, come take this mic off, and we're gonna put it on the stand. Put it on the stand there. No, I gotta get it off of this. Just gotta screw off of that. It's tight. I know it's tight in there. We tried to, a little mic technical difficulties this morning. Montreal City, 7:30 in the morning. We do a little news, we'll do a little community updates as well. So Legault says he's against multiculturalism because not all cultures are equal. It's the craziest province ever, man. The province we have is wild, man. He goes, we prefer to concentrate on what we all interculturalism, where we have one culture, the Quebec culture, and we try to integrate newcomers. The people says the madness is crazy, man. So ahead of celebration of the Fête Nationale, Premier François Legault said he's against the idea of multiculturalism, saying it's a threat to the French language and Quebec culture. Now, at some point, the Captain of America let us know what is Quebec culture, what are we trying to preserve, and what is at risk of being erased. Quebec is going to lift its mask mandate on public transit, but not everyone's on board. So masks are still mandatory in hospitals, long-term care homes, other healthcare facilities. So as of Saturday, public transit in Quebec no longer have to wear masks. But some Montrealers like Tofan said there'll be masks enough for the foreseeable future, which is crazy. Man, listen, you want to wear your mask, man, if that's what you feel comfortable, that's what it is. 6 Quebec ERs to be partially closed. The opposite, I can't say the OBS, and the neonatal care scaled back this summer. So 6 emergency rooms across Quebec, about 1 in 20 will be partially closed this summer. It's part of a series of temporary service cutbacks that the health industry is making to adjust to a shortage of workers. It's also asking Quebec to help out by not going to ER for minor problems. Listen, people are going to ER for whatever. So the affected ERs are Urgence La Métis du Bassin-Nord, de Fortierville, en Mauricie, centre du Québec. What are these places, Big Will? Il y a Quantico et Urgence de Windsor en Estrie. And you have Urgence de la Chine over there. We know that one. Who goes to the Chine hospital? I don't know. And then we have Urgence Témiscamingue et de Kikoa en Témiscamingue.
But you know what's crazy is the fact that like we have a shortage of staff in the hospitals and schools, in the airport, but we're still having a bigger budget for the police. So I'm just gonna throw this in there.
And shout out to the Montreal Ring. They laid it out. They didn't put it up yet, but it's been laid out. So all your money's going to there. It's all about the way the trials will begin for the man accused of killing beloved LA rapper Nipsey Hussle. So late Wednesday morning, LA County Deputy Public Defender Aaron Jackson admitted during his open statement that this time had killed Hussle. But he said the attack was a crime of passion rather than premeditated murder. So I guess that's what we debate in court. And they're saying black people over 65 are far more likely to die from pollution-related disease than white seniors. So the new report shows black Americans aged 65 and older are 3 times more likely to die from disease-related pollution exposure than white Americans of the same age. So the analysis released early this month by the nonprofit Environmental Defense Fund, the EDF, suggests that current air pollution levels result in significant premature mortality and morbidity nationwide. But the health impacts are disproportionate, felt by black people, Hispanics, and those living in poverty. Goddamn. If it ain't the man, it's Mother Nature. If it's not one thing, it's another. So it offers comprehensive evidence on the consequences of environmental racism using census data and previously published peer-reviewed research on the effects on air pollution in Medicare Reliant. Great news, man. We finally have a dictionary, man. They should have called me sales. I would add some words. Oxford University Press to publish Dictionary of African American English. So that's what's going on. So Oxford University Press and Harvard University are collaborating to create the Oxford Dictionary of African American English, the ODAAE. So Henry Louis Gates Jr., director of Harvard University's Hutchinson Center for African American Research, will provide editorial guidance to Oxford as it develops a dictionary dedicated to African American vernacular English. So listen, man's them will make the cut. I'm pretty sure man's them will make the trust me.
I'm finna see that.
Listen, all of them get, and more madness. Unrecorded mystery scientists find 66 million-year-old football-sized egg buried in Antarctica. Everything color. Listen, we about to be at the intersection of Jurassic Park, a Jason Bourne movie, that Matt Damon movie where they ran out of air in certain places where the wind was killing you. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get And Montreal Machine Canal is hosting a 3,000-person terrace musical festival this week. So, what's it called? Shinget du Sud-Ouest kicks off on June 23rd. It already kicked off yesterday. So Montreal Machine Canal is back a popular summer music festival this month from June 23rd to 26th. La Shinget du Sud-Ouest will celebrate the certain attack de l'ancien cours du théâtre with more artists and a higher capacity terrace. More than 3,000 people will be able to partake in the festivities that feature live music, cultural drinks, and delicious snacks. Now, Big boy, we in the streets, boy, we need to get. So, Big boy, you got some events for us, and I'll add on to that, and then we'll play the great review by the Wild Man.
Definitely, for sure. Actually, shout out to Wild and Brothers. This weekend, where I'm going to be over at the West Island Black Community Association's 40th anniversary, which is dope. And Cliff and I actually, Big Will and friends.
Who's the friend? So Big Will, give me that story. When did you hear about the Big Will and Friends joke?
Actually, Joan hit me up. Joan was president. That's my people, for sure. And so I heard the Big Will and Friends joke. Hilarious. Well, no, that's what it is. Cliff and I did it.
No, but you got me, you got Cliff. We just want to know who's the team. You got.
I think on the team we have DJ Bobby Payne, DJ. We have Food Bars, which is Chef Simon and Jessica. Sign Dragon is basically our photographer, and Salesworks also has a consultant.
Okay, that's what's up, man.
We've got a whole team behind it. Basically, a lot of people are in the cut, but no, that's the thing. Right? We've been at it for a while. And we're able to donate a 55-inch smart TV.
Yeah, I want TVs.
We're able to donate everything. A lot of the comedy shows that you guys support, that's those funds we actually recycle back into the community.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
And now the next big show, you already have your table and everything. I see your name on there. But, July 22nd.
Yes.
The 6 o'clock show.
Yeah.
That is going to be hilarious. And should we drop?
Yeah.
So basically, nobody knows who the lineup is. That's the beautiful part about it. People purchase tickets knowing that we're going to give them a great experience. The 9:30 show is sold out. For the 6 o'clock show, just to let you know, exclusively on Morning Detour, we have Big Mom coming back.
Okay, that's what's up. You know what's good.
We're flying in at Keem from Vancouver.
That's y'all moving now.
For sure.
Finish this shit, my boy Keem.
We have Will Del Vecchio coming through, amazing comedian. We have a lot of big names. The rest of the names will drop them probably the next. But already there, those are like three headliners right there.
No, you got some time.
Akeem is taking time away from his Netflix production because now Akeem's a movie star.
Yeah, he's enjoying tonight. He's enjoying that.
Movie star, so he's coming back home for that show. Big Norm all over the place. Big Norm has a show also next week, June 30th in Montreal. So make sure you guys go support his show. And then July 22nd in Montreal for a show in the West Island. So make sure you go and get your tickets. Funnybynature.ca. Funnybynature.ca. Or you can call me directly at 514-434-4426. And we were talking about the Wiley interview. A lot of people don't understand. Like the relationship I have with like Wiley brothers, basically like master and student. Because keep in mind that those are the big brothers.
Okay, you're OG.
Yeah, those are my OGs. Like for instance, like how can I say? We all went to the same high school. I used to see them as my OGs. Okay. And a lot of the stuff that I do and the support that I get are from Wiley brothers and whatnot. And even when it comes to putting on, I say, hey, what would Wiley do? Yeah. We make sure when it comes to that customer service. So shout out to Wiley brothers, definitely.
No, man, great interview. Also, I got to shout out, man. Consultant for the show, RG Music, is his birthday. Him and his twin Greg.
Yes.
It's their birthday over the weekend. So shout out to all my cancer people. Yesterday, friend of the show, Portia, was her birthday. So Cancer Massive, I see you. Y'all know next Friday is the last Moon Chaser. We're gonna shut down the whole city. We're playing 4 hours of my choice music. I've handpicked all the music. It's a lot of Future. It's a lot of Kanye. No, once again, it's a lot of Future. It's a lot of Drake. It's a lot of Kanye. For 4 hours, we're gonna shut down the city. Next week, we have a slew of important people coming through, show some love. So it's going down. Montreal, I see. Let's go into this great interview. The Wilder Brothers, they have we got to play some commercials and come with the Wilder Brothers. Wilder Brothers have a great event, great sold out. DJ Pepper, all that. That's in July 17th. But they have a Cabana pool party on August 21st. Make sure you get tickets for that. So that's the Wilder Brothers Morning Detour.
Yeah.
He could be from Mars. He's not bad from my community.
That's the thing, like, I feel like the English
Yeah, do your Juneteenth thing after Juneteenth.
Okay.
Yes, Montreal, my city. This is the highly touted interview. Everybody wants to get down with these guys for years now. These guys are
Hold on, what is that?
They've done some of the most epic events of all time this summer. It's going down. July 7th.
I got stuck in the radio.
my God. Okay.
Sick like a dog. I ain't doing that shit again.
We don't get the most. I haven't been to a girl's house yet. That when I go,
Here, bring it here, bring it here. Bring it here.
this dude's dancing on the beach. The Wayland brothers said, we'll bring everybody together.
And go over a little bit because this is what the finish I like.
Bring me the arm.
The nerve of the Wayland
And
brothers.
with the arm, it's too loose, it's get clapped, it's done.
Yeah, bring it down. Yeah, bring me the arm. I'm gonna fix that up.
Boy, it feels good to start to meet the architects. You had some of the greatest parties anybody keep talking about.
I feel that we're missing a few vital pieces, but
You guys are very elusive. My research here was trying for 5 days to find information on you guys online. I don't know who you guys think you are. I get it.
I need to get the piece inside out. Come on.
Like the man in the iron mask. Show yourselves, okay?
Like, you tighten it now?
Our celebrities, show yourself. Everybody's been cool. Everybody's been cool. I'm the last on the boat.
Shondell, you have tape?
Now the tape will show on camera. Let's take this part out and put it on the
I should be interviewing everybody. We'll talk about it.
What is that? I did.
I'm gonna try to get
Yo, nah. When I'm gonna buy a new arm, you have something I can just screwdriver something I can just take this out? I do something crazy. Yeah, like whatever that is, I'll get the stuff inside of it.
Classy and an urban night party rock together. When I look at your events, I feel like I'm like a 40.
Yeah, they're going out, they're like, hey, see why they ain't out in the morning? No, I do. Watch it, hold it cup tight. All right.
So let's open up here the obvious. How did you guys get started with
I think that's stuff like that.
I'm gonna create the best vibe.
Yeah, it's a attachment because that mic, that holder had an extra gap.
In 1996, we created a show called
I'll make you famous.
I'll Make You Famous. It was like a show where
Yeah, you can tell they're live on there.
could come and show what they have. Like, could have been step dancing, rapping, R&B.
So buy a new mic, I might go to the app.
You've seen it come out before?
Yeah, I put it in there. Yeah, they all come in it, but you take it out. This one doesn't need it, but that mic, that particular arm need it. You just need something to create friction on both sides and you take it out.
You need a
Sean has the two. Tell Sean what you need, I'll give it to you.
flathead screwdriver.
Yeah, Sean has that. Sean, I need a flathead. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All the DJs from Montreal were going to be there. So we ended up with 1,000 people.
Sorry for that, Tracy. There's nothing to fill up.
So what do you guys do with everybody else? You guys have been doing this since '96.
Yeah, I had to fucking edit this thing at like 1 o'clock in the morning, man. It's crazy.
We're gonna have to do a documentary on the way. What's going on? What's going on? You know, Big Will's gonna give you some. Big Will's gonna whisper in my ear a little story about you guys later. You know, we'll pay the bills.
Why, we lost Big Will?
Big Will's gonna give you some. So since '96, what was the initial vision? Like,
I didn't even look over Chelsea's Bible. But at this point, I just go and I can do anything.
We're really dope at group parties. People want to.
Should have been here already.
Where did you guys get this vibe where it's like, because it's a certain to a Wayland Brothers event. It looks a certain way, it feels a certain way, it's organized and run a certain way. Where, you know, I know, don't give out the trade secrets, but where did that high level of productivity come from for the Wayland Brothers and their events?
Well, you know, I think first of all,
Yo, you told them they're on? You told them they're on?
Yeah, bless, yeah, beautiful.
You guys on the island. No, I didn't tell you.
Hi, how are you?
Good morning. That's my close Tracy Bobby. That's my be
How are you?
Yo,
Yeah, so Joseph, you got some time before you come on.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, chill.
I think it coming out.
No.
Yo, bro, let me tell you. She didn't tell you. I got vaccinated. My
That
arm
was
was
the
dead.
first thing. The second, yesterday,
I
I
had no
told you.
choice.
You might want to get cereal. Get the 2 or 3 white chairs downtown. The 5 before that.
Yeah, where?
In Chattagee, right there at the
Give
clinic.
me the address.
Bro, my arm was dead.
Look them up.
Bro,
Yeah, bro. I know.
I get tested 3 times, bro.
I know, but no, for this, they said mandatory. I have to because I go to the States and I deal with customers in the States. So I just did it, and then my arm was dead. I couldn't lift on my arm. Oh, now my arm's still dead. Yo,
Yeah.
being still on this?
Yeah.
Where's these guys?
Downstairs. Yo, this thing is stuck in here, bro. Oh, yeah, that.
Sean, let me see you get a screwdriver?
He gave me the thing. That's still not working. It's ruining the tread of it. So if you want to go put another thing on it. So the best thing to do is to meet the.
Okay, let's get down to production. July 17th, 2005. Crazy.
Yeah, you start.
Also City. How do you guys, when you
Everywhere in the city.
That's my brother.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
how do you guys shoot in the top? Who's Does Larry make all the decisions? Larry say, hey, listen, yo, we're gonna bring up these guys. Is it Billy saying, you know what, we need this guy? How do you guys know which talent to bring up to
Oh,
the city?
Sales, I didn't even know you were here, dog. I swear you were in the States or something. Okay. What?
We will have the
Oh, my
media.
goodness. I came back at the holiday.
From there,
And you couldn't stop her.
we
And I was gonna actually fly back. I was gonna drive in.
Yeah.
And cut that.
how many
But no, now you can do it.
No, you still can.
could give you arguments.
I go anywhere else, but
Yeah.
the state. You can't drive in now?
No, sorry for not
The
that.
States.
You could drive in and get a PCR test.
No, but you can't even go there.
You can't
You can't go there.
Huh?
No.
You can't
So,
go.
see, that's the next reason why.
No.
Money back is fine.
You can't.
Well, you're strong in me, so you can grip it.
Yeah, but you're ruining the tread. The tread, you don't know the tread.
Wait, I don't know.
Not coming on. The tread coming on.
And then, it's like some type of,
Yeah.
voting.
Yeah. It's my
But,
That comes out, you know,
well, on the gold team? That's whatever. Cause this one doesn't take, so I gotta get a mic stand, doesn't take it. See, it doesn't take it.
something that's gonna date, that's gonna bring you, and,
So y'all gotta do with this.
Okay, so this question's for
Throw it up.
how do you guys kind of deal with
Yes.
Backwards.
The part that holds the mic.
You guys are out of town. How do you guys kind of navigate dealing with the options of doing events?
Well, actually,
There you go, and I cut out a lot, they didn't be too big. Yeah, but I need to show this time. That looks like a pure white. They
I'll just have it in a little bit.
What's it, you got a cup? You got some
Drink
here?
liquor, what you say is big broski, you know? You got to cut that, dog. She got free, dog. Are you sorry?
No, don't start that. Don't start that.
Yeah, there's cups on the
No
side.
woman to me is fat. Right? Every woman is beautiful.
There you go.
So,
That was a good one.
I love
That was a good bar. Bar, you got the bar.
No, somebody took it. No, we have cups on the side.
I'm gonna have to buy a pair of shoes before
I
go
wish
out.
I could have a sip of that right now.
Yeah, she's the drinker.
Ice cap is a good thing for you, know? Yeah. I don't want to hear you come and pop me up. Yo, what? I thought you was going to drink.
I
This one though, that one is green and black.
What do you think? You guys
A lot of eye contact.
Shit,
A lot of eye contact.
I know you probably have the paper max already.
It's a big drop.
And get people out your rates and things.
It's not.
Let people know we're business driven show.
Yeah.
Let people know, yo, this how much it is. This how much my deposit is. We like to be proactive.
Yeah, for sure.
We don't do money store. We don't do all that. Let's get right into it. Who's not paying, Chelsea? Let's get right into it. What's not paying? Please.
For sure.
70 hours of hard work.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you have your daily routine at work. So, like, what I'm trying to say is.
Did they bash in Costa Rica?
Great opportunities for people, partnerships within the community. Right, you know, it's not.
So you guys brought the trailer, right?
Even together, you know.
To pick up the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
But you got
Okay, when we grab your house.
No, look, afternoon shift.
Okay, so we're gonna.
40 minutes.
So you can watch
But you're gonna go pick it up, right?
Yeah, your house.
Those are verses.
Yeah, but you got truck.
Who won?
Yeah.
Who
It doesn't,
won?
you took my car and I don't have to get it.
Yo, they kept saying Mario was gonna wash on Mario. Well, this is the Joe Budden podcast. That's what they kept saying.
Mario killed Mario.
Yeah.
Mario I was cringing.
Why?
I was.
It was
I was
terrible.
like, I was cringing.
Yeah.
I was.
Hello?
Embarrassed. He even came out with the
Alright,
watermelon.
The watermelon, that was it for me. I was like,
no,
you flew up your
No.
brother
no.
to come on stage
No.
and eat watermelon.
Oh, you gotta watch it on the
I
phone?
was like, I'm so embarrassed.
So many hits, so
Yeah.
many, but you know,
Alright,
you
you
just
check
circled
it.
the bag completely. But I was surprised that I love.
I'll play that pre-recorded. We'll come back to the live in a couple
How personally I underestimated him.
Yeah.
Like he came in and like I didn't even know the songs, but I was
Yeah,
like,
sometimes I was like, why didn't you sing that?
yeah, but he sang it so well.
He's a really good vocalist. Yeah, 100%.
Like that was funny. And the other thing too, I don't know because we were watching it. later
Everybody's
on,
hearing your
but,
business
like,
online.
I didn't finish at like 1 or 2.
I fell asleep.
Okay.
I was like, I can't do this
Oh,
anymore.
Mike's the dark.
I can't.
It was crazy. I was like, the pre-verses was actually the verses because the actual verses like didn't make sense at all.
And then the beginning, how it took like 3 hours to start with I was like,
Yeah.
Bobby Valentino.
Oh, a lot of people asking me, how can I get tickets? It's sold out early. How can people be ahead of the game? How can people see the notifications, see what the events are to come? And I want to let Montreal know, if you guys missed Sunset Vibes, y'all are doing a Cabana pool party, right? August 21st.
Correct.
So they could jump on that wave as well. Are tickets available yet for that?
Yes, they are available and they are moving fast as we speak. I believe the cabanas for that event is already sold out.
I heard that already. A lot of people's mad. They told me to tell you, they real mad. They
Yeah,
say, y'all gotta do the cabanas like the lottery. Yeah, we need that on Instagram Live. So
It's like the sneaker app, the party sneaker app.
But my suggestion for your people or the people that saying that they're always aware like 24 hours after or something like that, they need to follow us either on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You could follow, what's your Instagram again, Rick?
No, it's Rick Jagger. There's the Sunset Vibe by Wallen Instagram. We have our website as well, Sunset Vibes, so people can subscribe to the newsletter, so that way they get notification. We'll always send to the people that are subscribed to our email list or our newsletter. They always get the link ahead, right?
Couple hours
That's why it
before.
goes fast. So I would suggest people.
well, I'm signing up to that newsletter today. Montreal, my city, Sunset Vibes. Listen, big interview. The Wayland brothers.
The Morning Detour on CKUT 90.3 FM.
We grew Groove Records and QCJA Productions presents Uptown Reggae Night, Sunday, July 3rd at La Belmont, featuring for Toronto 12-time Juno nominee Blessed and Westside Saku, backed by the Gaia Band. Special guests Kayla Allen and music by DJ Big Worm. Doors open 8 p.m. Show starts 9 p.m. Uptown Reggae Night, Sunday, July 3rd at the Belmont 4483 St. Laurent Boulevard. Advance tickets $20 available at Eventbrite. Select locations across town. This is a CKUT co-presentation. Come listen to some reggae music.
Attention! Production Sounds presents Montreal Army Fed Part 6.
Fall in line, troops.
St. John Baptist Day, Friday, June 24th.
Look how they hold. Places are mash up like
Atomic DJs out of New York City. The Stage God, Rigo Suave.
Nobody like we see.
protocol we have on.
Alongside Montreal's very own Production Sounds, Fire Joe, Nemesis Sound, Little Vicious, and Crystal Sounds. The venue, Studio 303, 9475 Mayor, Montreal. Tickets $30, more after. For more info, contact 514-862-6321 or visit ticketgateway.com. Camo attire highly recommended. Montreal Army Fed Part 6. St. John Baptist Day, Friday, June 24th at Studio 303, 9475 Mayor, Montreal. See you there. Army Fed Part 6.
For them people, boys. Come on, pick a hill though. Come on.
Yes, Montreal, my city, 8:06 in the morning. They're telling me I missed Omarion, that Mario battle. Yo, what's the name of that song, man? That Mario had, that that classic trace that had you guys going crazy, had the ladies going crazy. What's the name of that joint, man?
You Should Let Me Love You. Let Me Love You.
Yo, what song would wash that song? Like does Omarion have a song for that song? Because few people only needed one hit. Mario only needed that one joint.
I mean, you have Icebox, you have which one is it? Touch.
Yo,
there's a few ones. I'm not gonna say wash, but that could be on the same level.
No, Icebox was nice. Icebox was nice. Well, listen, Montreal, my city, 8:07 in the morning. I know a lot of y'all are planning events because every weekend I got 18 barbecues to go to. And I want to know, how come you guys are not hitting up Lundy's Prop Shop? How come Chelsea Buchanan is not getting her phone ringed off the beller like Don Draper and Mad Men? So for 3 years, she's had this beautiful company. They do events. Now they're renting out things. I don't know what they're doing. They're doing all kinds of stuff. Like a U-Haul at an event plan company. But I love event plans because I'm like, man, they're like interior designers on Red Bull. You know what I mean? Like, how do you come up with the vision, Chelsea? How do you go into a space, you know what? We're going to make it like this. All the balloons, I hate balloons, by the way. But don't worry. We learned so much about myself on this show. But the company's called Lundy's Prop Shop. We are outside. So if you're looking to do an event, and I know you are, you might want to hit up Chelsea Buchanan. 3 year. It's your third summer?
It's our third
Hold
summer.
on. Bring your mic closer. Jace, bring her mic close a little bit. Yeah, okay.
Yes, it's our third summer, this summer, actually, which is very exciting for us. We just started up one day. We were just thinking, what could we do to make extra money at the beginning of the pandemic? And like I had mentioned, I went to LaSalle College for event planning. Events and renting out event rentals is very similar.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just decided to start Lundy's Prop Shop one day, just like that. And it's been a success ever since, thankfully.
I want to know why do you take this on? I hate planning my trip to the cleaners. You're doing events for people. Why do you take on this stress, the struggle? Nobody wants black people. We're going to talk about this for a minute. We're going to digress about it. Yeah, we got to talk about the black people deposit. We got to talk about the deposit. It's as if you're a black business and you ask, and a black person wants to solicit your service, and you mention the deposits, like they're allergic to it. Yeah. But if a Caucasian person tells them, nobody thinks nothing. Why? So nothing about it.
Definitely.
We gotta talk about the deposit. But why would you take on everybody's stressed, event planning. Even though I know, I guess the money shot for you will be when the event's done and you see it, your creation done the way you want it done. But why do you take on that stress?
So, like I said, I studied event planning at LaSalle College for about 2 years. And that in my family, my friends, we always do events. I mean, you know, Black people or ethnic people, anything to have a party. It's, oh my God, it's Wednesday, barbecue, so.
We have a few barbecues today.
Exactly. So I was like, well, since we're always renting things and since we're always outsourcing, why not just be the source? So that's where it started. And like I had mentioned, I didn't want to be the actual person that is like writing down everything for the events from A to Z, but I wanted to be in the mix. So I was like, how can I be in the mix without having to be the one that's like running around looking for vendors? So I was like, let me be the vendor. So that's kind of where it started. And for us, it just makes sense that like nobody wants to own a bouncy house or own a tent or 500 tables or chairs. So why not be the person that supplies it to them? And that's kind of where the vision started. And then it took off from then.
Listen, I want you to do an event right now. That's what you do. I'm gonna let Tracy go in a second. How do the price range? Like how does this work? I'm somebody, I want one of these prop shops to do my event. Walk me through that process.
So depending on what you want to rent, we have all different prices. So we have everything from tables, from chairs, bouncy houses, wedding supplies. And we really have a range of everything. So it kind of fits everyone's budget. So like the bouncy houses start from anywhere from $200 to $250. So it's really budget friendly also.
Can I just rent the bouncy house, like just for me? Can I just rent it for personally? He's like, I don't want to do a party. I just want to rent your bouncy house and just look at it.
Right.
I'm gonna put it right there in the hood, right in front of my building.
Right.
I just want to rent the bouncy house.
For sure.
What color is it?
We got an Avengers one. I think would fit you perfect.
Well, listen, man. I'll call my Franklin Armstrong guys here.
Right.
I'm gonna do. Wouldn't that be crazy? You go to the guy's house, Tracy. He's got a bouncy house in front. Like,
right.
You got kids. He's like, no.
We should definitely have one for adults, though. I feel like I haven't done one, haven't been on one in a while.
Honestly, our bouncy houses are so big and such good quality that adults can go on them too. They're not the little shitty Fisher Price ones. They're the good, big industrial ones. So you could definitely go in there, do a few flips, have a few drinks, turn up.
See, this is my only thing. Continuing my rant about kids. One of my PTSDs was the bouncy house with the kids that had the smelly socks, Tracy.
Oh, yeah.
And the socks not boy, you can't even come close to my bouncy house.
Yeah, exactly.
If your socks are not fresh. If your kids is coming to a play date with my future child,
sure.
I'm gonna be one of those parents inspecting all the kids' socks.
Let me see the bottom of your socks.
No, sales is laughing. You can't come to my house for a play date with my child with regular socks. That'd be a new batch when you come to my house.
You should then give them to them at the party.
Exactly. Start a sock supply system. Something like that.
Right there at the door.
Right?
No. We got
Let me see the bottom of your foot, boy.
No. Once I invested in the socks next to the door, I'm not even gonna ask you that question. Off top, you're taking off your socks.
Right?
Your socks are gone.
Right? Exactly. Smart.
So I have a question for you because it is a family business and this is something that I truly believe in and want to encourage. How was it to manage, how is it to manage a family business? Because you're not the only one taking decisions and, having a certain vision for the business. So how is that going?
Well, I definitely am the decision maker. I'll just put that out there.
Are you all right? We have a dictionary. They're making a black dictionary. Do you think they're going to put E in it?
Yeah.
But there's different variations to the E, right? There's the Jamaican one and there's the Toronto E, right? Yeah, listen, man, they need to call me, man. I need to be in on the black dictionary. We'll put Chelsea's face on the cover.
Exactly.
We'll move the black dictionary like a Jet magazine.
Right?
Throw your face on everything.
No, I definitely am the decision maker, but obviously dealing with family, it was me and my son's father that started it originally. And we have our nephew and my brother-in-law that helps us every weekend. So, I mean, I personally think it's good with family. Sometimes it's a little hard to be like, well, I told you to be here at this time. Where are you? And blah, 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 But overall, I rather work with family and break bread with family than anyone else. So that aspect is very good. And the name actually, Lundy's Prop Shop. Lundy is our 7-year-old son. So our vision is basically just to make it as successful as possible, and then one day hand it down to him and our future baby as well. So that's basically the vision. So we all kind of collide on that, which is really good.
Which is amazing.
Yeah.
I love to hear that. So what are some of the maybe exciting items that you're going to have that you could be promoting for this summer? Because we have a bunch of holidays, a few ones. Today we have Canada Day. We have, I feel like we have holidays like.
I feel like Chelsea should bring the bouncy house for the special.
I got you.
Sorry to digress here, guys. My mind is really in one place. We're doing the 4-hour special next Friday. It's my birthday next Saturday.
Okay.
I feel like y'all should just come with the bounce.
For sure.
You're laughing. I said, watch how many grown men from the hood pay $5 to jump the bouncy house.
Listen.
As adults, man, we gotta let loose, man.
For sure.
There's something freeing about being in the bounce house and jumping around.
There's a basketball net.
Shit's over.
Yeah.
I want the smoke. I want one-on-one with Big Will. No, hold on. Listen, I don't know what he's saying in the back. You better grab a mic, nigga. I want one-on-one with Big Will in the bouncy house.
Yep.
For all the friends.
Yep. Perfect.
we play rock. I want to challenge Big Will for all the friends.
Yep.
Chelsea Buchanan, Lundy's Prop Shop. If you're doing an event, no matter what kind of event you're doing, small or big, they have the tables, the bouncy house, the backdrops, even have tents. I want a private tent party.
Yep.
Lundy's Props got you. You can follow them on IG, Lundy's Prop Shop. Beautiful thing, Chelsea. So how deep do you want to get this one? You want to start talking about deposits or what?
We can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm there because we all know how that goes.
No, real quick before you go, since you got here this early in the morning, let's talk about customer etiquette here a little bit.
Yeah,
I have an issue, man. Me and my brother, we have a big beef. I keep telling Maddie, listen, you gotta take the deposit, man.
Yeah.
He keeps telling me black people don't like to make the deposit.
They don't.
What's up with black people that make the deposit for events? I just don't get it because I'm about to put a lot of people on blast.
No, yeah. It's the deposit, and even more so, it's the deal cutting. It's like, oh, well, can I get a deal for this? And can I get a deal for that? But it's like, no, if you go to Foot Locker to buy a pair of shoes, you're not getting a deal. If you go to McDonald's to buy a trio, you're not getting a deal. So it's always me battling with them to explain our worth. And it's like, no, why would I give you a deal? Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't give you a deal because then the money's coming out of my pocket or my employee's pocket. So
and you're doing the thing for free.
Exactly. And it's hard labor. It's hard labor, and it's always on 10. That's
how long does it take to put up the bouncy house, really?
The bouncy house, honestly, we've pretty much perfected it, but it would take about 10 to 15 minutes, but it's heavy. It's very heavy. So you're sweating, you're giving up your Saturday, your Sunday. So you're like, at the end of the day, I'm trying to maximize my profit here. You know what I mean? So,
but even at that, I feel like this is not even something that should be justified. It's like, it's how you value your work. And like I usually tell people that if it's not in your budget, then go look for something that's within your budget.
Exactly.
But there's also a certain thing about expectations. Like I love when companies just put it right up front. Price are non-negotiable. Deposit is required to confirm, and that's it. Like,
yeah, and I tell them, like, if you're not satisfied with our prices, go to one of the bigger companies, and you're gonna see their prices are probably double ours.
And the deposits, and the
deposit, and the transportation fee. You know, we do charge a transportation fee, but it's reasonable. Credit cards, background check. I need this, I need that. You know what I mean? So it's like, listen, deal with us. You're going to be super happy. We're super professional, and we take pride in our job. You know what I mean? So it's like, support a local small business, or go to one of the bigger companies that you're just another number and they're looking for as much money as possible. So I think we're definitely the way to go.
Lundy's Prop Shop. What's your favorite kind of event to do, Chelsea? Is it baby showers? Is it the reveal? Is it a bachelor party? What do you guys like to do?
I think it's either weddings, just so I can always nudge my boyfriend, like, oh, look how beautiful this is.
So you want to get married?
Definitely want to get married.
Beach wedding?
Beach wedding, 100%.
30 people? Because I'm looking at 30 people.
30 people, I would be fighting with a lot of family and friends if it was only 30 people. I mean, our gender reveal was like 60.
Wow.
So definitely a little bit more than 30, but a beach wedding 100%. And listen, it will be the best beach wedding ever.
You're a future mom. One of my biggest debates on the show, I think that people should have to pass the test. to have kids.
Really, yeah, I agree actually.
So you actually being able to give life.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you concur with that.
I definitely do. I definitely do, because there's a lot of people that you see with children and you're like, wait, what? Like, oh, girl, I don't know. But I mean, it's not an easy task, but it's very, very, very rewarding. But it's not for everybody. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak.
I think planning a kids party must be the most crazy thing ever. Is that your worst kind of project to do, the kids parties?
I think it's the hardest project to plan my own kids party, because I'm someone that's like, I go from 0 and then I'm at like 5,000, and I have these ideas every day that are just like, okay, chill, he's turning 1. And I'm like, yeah, but he's turning 1. It's his first birthday. It has to be the best, you know? So that's how I look at everyone else's party as well. So, I mean, it's definitely tiring, but at the end of the day, when you see the whole thing come together, then you're super happy, and it's very rewarding. So
what always amazes me about event planners, people that take a space and really, put the Red Bull on it. How do you know that your vision is the vision? Like how do you know that me, Chelsea Buchanan, I have watched enough interior design. I've watched enough flip this house. I know how to make the space looks fly. How do you trust your own creativity?
I think because I love planning parties, and I feel like I know what looks good. So I just tell them, we'll rent this, we'll do this, we'll do that. And then I love to collaborate with other companies. Like my cousin and my aunt, they own a balloon company called ONL Decor. So we love to collaborate with them. And then I feel like when we do collab, that's when the vision is like amazing. And it looks so good with our rentals, their balloons. And it's just like our gender reveal was like, everyone was like, what are you going to do for your baby shower? This is crazy. And I'm like, oh, don't worry. I have a few things up my sleeve, So I think always doing a collab with somebody is kind of what makes it like amazing. Yeah.
Oh, man, there you go, man. I love the name of Lundy's Prop Shops. If you're doing any event, small or big, hit them up on IG, Lundy's Prop Shop.
Yes.
Oh, you want to give them the number too? Or you want the other website?
Well, our Instagram.
Everything.
Yeah.
We'll take it all.
We'll take it all. So our Instagram is lundys.prop.shop. And then our Facebook is Lundy's Prop Shop. I won't give out my number because I don't want, everyone blowing up my phone. But yeah, you could definitely get at us. We'll give you a quote. We definitely will make your vision come to life. Very professional, always on time. And we take pride in what we do, like I said. So definitely a go-to business for sure.
Oh, there you go, my wife.
I'm definitely taking this.
Yeah, of course.
Because I love to have, my own network of people that are doing their thing and like doing it best. So looking forward to maybe seeing you next Friday.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to the bouncy house.
Right?
I need the bouncy house. I'm sure my city keep it locked. 821. When we come back, a couple of days ago was Juneteenth. I know Canadians, blacks don't talk about this, but this is our real Independence Day. Tracy's gonna do a little segment on Juneteenth. So when we come back, it's the Morning Detour on my CKT 9.3 FM.
CKUT 90.3 FM.
Boop, boop. She always ride with the top down, even when it's cold outside. Ooh, she got the keys to the boutique. She don't go, girl. 100,000 viewers on the live. Do it, make a toast to it. You ain't never heard of that, and the Birkin bag's stupid. You ain't never heard of brag. Go, girl, do it. I just wanna tap it, boop, boop it one time. Ooh, just give me one night, I can make her mine. Yes, I know she done came a long way, and she don't want drinks no more. Bringing no dough to the table. Ooh, you know that's a bank account thing. Come back on the weekend, you ain't able. Ooh, she gon' be like, I got it. Pull $1,000 out of side pocket. Ooh, that little bit of drink you tried to buy. Stop it. Bottles on me, the cork look like a skyrocket. Poppin', ooh, she don't want the drink, she want the rent paid. Ooh, she don't pay for nothing, she just get paid. I like that, she don't even need me to try. Pull up in the Robin with the roof up. I'm just buying drinks, you doing too much. I like that, she don't even need me to buy her nothing. She got money in the bank, what you think about that? She don't see fly, she stunt. She gon' bust it. What you think about that?
Every band I'm throwing on stage, I got in my name, all that. And I ain't throwing 20s or 10s, I'm out here paying rent, all that. I could get the dime, but I'ma get the ace. Just to run it up and see everybody's face. When they ring the checks, oh, I can sign my name. I might have to face all that. I tell the ballet, bring my phone to the front, yeah. I'm getting it solo, I got it solo. Let the cameras hit my diamond cuts, yeah. I got them rock solo, I got it solo. It's real boss style flash, yeah. I ain't the passenger, I'm the pilot. You could hop in, but you ain't driving. All I need is somebody to ride.
Boop, boop. If you really need to leave in the middle of the night, alright. Go, girl, girl.
You know those vibes already. St. John Baptist weekend. I know some of y'all was at Tropical last night. This is the only plug I'll ever do for this restaurant. This guy knows the only black-owned place is open yesterday. I know some of y'all was at Tropical last night. Oh yeah, you're waking up in all the wrong places. God knows, I can't wait to be married, man. Move away from those late nights. T-Pay, man, can't wait to have you on the show, man. The Morning Detour, the MyCKT 9.3 FM. This is Urban Radio. We are the streets.
Yeah. You can leave me on red so that you won't need me to fall back. I'm not trying to text you and stress you, cause you don't even need all that. Who's that dude? It's cool if it's just a friend. Obviously, you can do what you want to, cause in the end it's not bothering me. I'm cool with that. Your ass so fat, I can't even stay mad at that. Yeah, way too fine, I'd be out of my mind, relax. I got enough good reasons, it's cuffing season, that's facts. You keep doing me wrong, I'm still rooting you on like go, babe, go. Sipping ain't easy, like go, babe, go. You know I'ma be rooting you on like go, babe, go. Sipping ain't easy, I'm cool with it. She keeps asking me what we are, but I'm not trying to do relationships. I'm just trying to have some relations quick. And I know that she don't wanna be alone tomorrow. I was already planning on dicking her down, but she made sure that I be sticking her around. She told me to stand up in it. I wasn't ready for it, but now she getting on top and she ain't gon' stop. Got her hands on the headboard. Oh, we ain't got a plan. Wait a minute. I think she in love with me. I knew I couldn't trust me. Now she got a hold of my gun, shooting up. Baby, I'm just thinking out loud. You know that I wanna give it to you right now, but if you keep on putting it down, I'm shooting up the club. Shout it, it's getting out of hand. I know you want me to be your man, but you need to understand I'm shooting up the club. I need you to get up. Baby, let me think. You know I ain't shooting blanks, but you damn sure pull my trigger. Show me where the camera at. This shit better be a prank. All I need is a shot of liquor. You know I can go again. Now she know I can't quit her. She loved that minute she took my hand. She told me to stand up in it. I wasn't ready for it, but now she getting on top and she ain't gon' stop. Got her hands on the headboard. Oh, we ain't got a plan. Wait a minute. I think she in love with me. I knew I couldn't trust me. Now she got a hold of my gun, shooting up. Baby, I'm just thinking out loud. You know that I wanna give it to you right now, but if you keep on putting it down, I'm shooting up the club. Shout it, it's getting out of hand. I know you want me to be your man, but you need to understand I'm shooting up the club. Baby, I'm just thinking out loud. You know that I wanna give it to you right now, but if you keep on putting it down, I'm shooting up.
Yes. You know, I'm jealous. You know, low-key, G-Flex be singing on his show. I ain't got bars for you guys. I'm locked in like a Jordan release date. You don't have to wait. Kaya Pesh is in the building. The Woodsman. Jesus, because I didn't get a chance to offer Terry a glass of the pure white. Good morning, sir. This boy left the woods early this morning. Did you sleep under a bridge last night, Mr. Kaya Pesh? I'm gonna let you guys know early. This guy, only the meditation coach will come on the bike. This guy, People Mitchell coming up next. Before we get into that, okay, that's the bounce. A couple days ago it was Juneteenth, and I felt it was important that we talked about it. I know a lot of you Canadians, a lot of you Black Canadians are not really versed in what Juneteenth is about. So I told my good friend Tracy Paul, come on the show and tell us all about it. And then we still got Chelsea here from Lundy's Prop Shop. So things are going on. So Tracy, what is Juneteenth?
Well, Juneteenth is one of the most important anniversaries to African Americans. And in my opinion, especially as a Black person, it's important to acknowledge it, even if you do not celebrate it. So Juneteenth honors the date, which is June 19, 1865. And that was when the last Confederate community of enslaved Africans in Texas received word that they had been freed from bondage. At the time, there was Union General Gordon Granger, led the unit in Galveston, and then would ensure the proclamation was enforced. So, of course, at the time, like angry slave owners wouldn't make it easy for Black people to be freed. And so some of those who were freed or attempted to get free were attacked and killed. Eventually, the proclamation assured that the last 250,000, so there was still 250,000 African Americans who were forcibly enslaved and tortured to be finally free. Later on, it would lead to the end of slavery that same year in December. So
what a year!
I know, eh?
No, but hold on. No, people don't get it. The NAACP is gonna come for me this morning. I promise you. Imagine me and a slave back in those times, and they come and say, "Hey, listen, man, it's done." Imagine that party. No bouncy house. They didn't invent that shit yet. There's no tiki bar. Imagine the party. You being a Black slave your whole life, and say, "Yo, sales, you good now." That party on the farm with the chitlin and all of that. Boy, that blue glass that night down by the lake. Boy, that probably be crazy. I would have died early in slavery time.
Yeah,
I'd have been popping up.
My
off
mouth
the
is too big.
Yeah, I wouldn't have made it off the boat, Chelsea.
No, same.
They would have got rid of me early, big Will.
Same.
You know, right off the side. Me and DJ Maddie, I'm holding on to Maddie like Rose in the Titanic, trying to survive. I would have been gone early. Yeah, I watched 12 Years a Slave and I cried. I said that couldn't be me.
No,
I don't have 1 year of slave in me.
I seriously, and speaking of that, even in being freed, you would think, they would celebrate.
Yeah.
At first, celebration would often involve helping newly freed Black people to learn about either their voting rights or try to find housing or family members that were also enslaved and separated from. Now, you know us. It involves cookouts, parades, church services, musical performances, and a bunch of public events around the country. And you hear me say that, you would think, damn, like we've been celebrating for over 100 years. No, shockingly enough, if you ask me, it was only recognized as a federal holiday in June 2021, which is last year, when current President Joe Biden signed the Juneteenth National Independence Day Act into law. So that was, to me, it's crazy. Can you believe that?
No, what I can believe, and on top of that, you have people, I don't know what to name, but you have companies, I think Walmart had it, but you have companies that try to brand Juneteenth.
Oh, for sure.
And there's a white company that they actually own the brand to it.
Yep.
They actually own Juneteenth. So every time you say Juneteenth, they get a cut of it.
Stop.
Yeah. So, and they had put that request in before it became a federal holiday.
Wow.
So they got, you have to know about these things.
Thinking ahead.
They branded our own shit. They won't say, you know what, man, we'll let a Black corporation or Black company get the right to Juneteenth.
Nah.
And then they want to come out with these Juneteenth ice creams and all stuff like that. It's crazy.
It is
How do you
crazy.
rape and pillage a group of people, ostracize them, treat them like lesser than? And then when they finally get their freedom and they get something for them, you want to brand that freedom.
Yeah, that's
How do you
horrible.
own my freedom and you would do oppressor?
That's crazy.
When you wrap your head around it, you understand this world is filthy. That's why Chelsea, we forgot to ask you, are you coming to Mars with us? Because we're terraforming Mars. Like all jokes aside.
To Mars.
You see?
To Mars.
This is that institutionalized racism I'm talking about in education. They don't make Black kids believe in space.
I know.
Enough Black people
they
don't like
have
Star
their
Wars.
own agenda.
Yeah.
Chelsea, they're really terraforming Mars. You know what terraforming means?
No, I don't.
They're making it ready, inhabitable
to
for
go.
for human beings.
Okay, I've heard that.
We're going. Me and RG Music, we carved up a continent for ourselves. It's called Marfrica. Only BIPOC. You gotta be black or minority to go there.
Okay. That's a thing for sure.
There's no soca, unfortunately.
There's no soca. Honestly, that's okay. Don't hate me, Trini people, but it's okay.
We don't.
That's okay. I know.
No.
I love one soca song and one. Then I'm done.
One and done on the soca.
One and done with the soca. Love my Trini people though.
So about that, it's obvious Juneteenth is entrenched in American history, and so it's not officially observed here in Canada. However, Black Lives Matter Canada co-founder Cyrus Marcus Ware said that Juneteenth was a day for all people to come together and work towards meaningful change. And he also added, and I thought that was interesting, he said, because Blackness has no borders, because the concept of US and Canada was a colonial created construct, we know that the celebration of emancipation is felt all throughout North America and therefore should be highlighted. Food for thought. No? Do you celebrate it, or would you if it was observed here?
I want the whole thing to be shut down, but we have a prime minister that's saying he wants to get rid of multiculturalism. And all I've ever heard in my life is multiculturalism. Now he wants to get rid of multiculturalism. He wants to do interculturalism and put the emphasis on Quebec culture. What is Quebec culture?
Yeah, really.
I've been asking this for months now. What defines Quebec? Because I'm born in Quebec.
Yeah.
I'm born in Montreal. So what? You okay? So let's just do Poutine Fest for 2 months then.
Yeah.
We do have a Poutine.
It's on right now,
Yeah,
actually.
we do have a Poutine.
But what identifies Francophones as Francophones? Like, what is Quebec culture? What makes us Quebec? Because my mom came here. I'm born in Quebec.
Yeah.
So am I not a Quebecer because my parents has a West Indian background? Like, he's not going into that conversation.
Yeah.
But even before we get into that, what are these values that they think are going to be infringed on? What are these values they think is going to be erased? What is it to be a white Quebecer in Quebec?
It's
what
definitely a conversation to have, and it's always been a conversation at a surface level that has so much depth and should be discussed and like not even debated, but just bring some facts to the conversation so we could get to it. But you know, whatever. It is what it
Maybe
is.
Maybe Fimo got the answer. I'm gonna have to meditate on this a little bit. But you know what I mean? I say all this to say, like, I know some of us in the black community, I know some of us don't get along. I know some of us, we have our own differences with each other. But at some point, we're gonna have to come back together because this is getting really crazy.
Yeah,
they literally, the Prime Minister, François Legault, of our province, literally said, there's no systemic racism in Quebec.
Oh my God.
Any one of you guys as black people listening to me right now have dealt with racism on some kind of level. Yeah. Then he goes further now. He wants to give it a multiculturalism. Like, at some point, we're going to have to band together.
No, that's crazy.
Listen, guys, I tell you guys every week, we're only 10% of the population. They don't give 2 F's about black people
Of course.
in Quebec. We need some of you white allies to get down with us, man. we need a few white allies.
It's a call for white allies, but
no, not only white allies, Tracy. I'm going to go step further this morning, Morning Detour. I need some of the Indian community as well, man. I need some of the Indian community. Give me a little corner of the Indian community, a little corner of the Filipino community. I think we'll be all right. Yeah. Us as black people, we cannot do this fight alone. But, I'm going to meditate on it, Chelsea. Female Mitchell's coming up next. We're going to play some music. It's a beautiful thing, man. Juneteenth. But, Tracy, they should make this a national holiday in Quebec, in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to fight just for Black History Month. Yeah, we'll never get Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Never.
and I hope we get to observe it in the future together. And, at the end of the day, it's a day to commemorate the hardships endured by our ancestors. And to me, at least, is a symbol of empowerment, resilience, and progress.
Yeah.
So on this note, I wish you guys a happy belated Juneteenth. And I would love for the people watching us on YouTube to tell us how do they celebrate it, or how would they? I would love to know that.
I was going to email my boss this year, but I'm so busy on my days where I didn't teach this. I forgot it was Juneteenth. But next year, I'm taking it off. And let my white boss tell me it's not a real holiday. It's a real holiday.
Yeah, it is. We're taking it off, and we're having Chelsea.
We're having a barbecue, with a pop shop.
Yes.
The summer can done. The summer can done, Montreal. Without me doing an event with Chelsea's Bouncy House from Lundy's Prop Shop.
Yep.
Yes.
I need the Bouncy House.
For sure. We'll be here.
But you know the rules,
Hit us
guys.
up.
You guys know what I'm doing. Fresh
socks only.
Fresh socks only.
Fresh socks only.
I'm making a sign. People looking at he crazy, You rode in here on a bike Wait till I get Female Mitchell on. He done been in the hills with the shaman and the guru healers in India and China. He think he knows something. Wait till you Brad Pitt in 12 years of Tibet. What the movie? What the movie called Lost in Tibet? Female Mitchell's the worst, man. I probably tell you. And on top of it, Chelsea, he wants to write books. He wants to write graphic books. This guy's crazy. Female Mitchell's the one, man. Chelsea Buchanan, I appreciate you. Thank you for being on Morning Detour.
Prop Shop, hit us up.
Hit them up. Deposit, please. Deposit,
please. I know negotiation.
Yes,
Pay us
exactly.
in full. Paid in full. Hashtag.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Anytime. The Morning Detour. The MyCKG 9.3 FM. We're coming up next. We got Meditation Guru to the Stars and myself, Female Mitchell, coming up next.
Hey.
There's only one more chaser. Nobody's this hype this early. They say I'm on drugs. Only drug is hip-hop. We love this life. The Morning Detour on the mighty CKT 90.3 FM.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none of brothers. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in the state with my soldiers. I blew it up and I'm still sober. Last minute, I'ma need me some gas. Call up Khalifa. Brandon McQueen in the Super Bowl 56 right here in LA. CGOD, baby, no, that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring the stick out, pouring the slick out. Yeah, homies done pouring the stick out. We get awards, but we get God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Feeling like Dollar.
Hold on. You know we only do new music. Much y'all might see.
Let's get it.
I got Trey Paul in the building.
We the champions.
Hey.
Here in Los Angeles.
Next week, 4-hour special.
We doing numbers.
The Morning Detour. Pull up. DJ Kick 674. They feeling. I must be an issue, baby. The guys of the galaxy.
We doing
DJ Maddie, the ones and twos. Moon Chaser. Let it go.
Call the promoters. I just put up in the state with my soldiers. I blew it up and I'm still sober. Last minute, I'ma need me some gas. Call up Khalifa. Brandon McQueen in the Super Bowl 56 right here in LA. CGOD, baby, no, that's a gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring the stick out, pouring the slick out. Yeah, homies done pouring the stick out.
Tell him I need my bitch, she a rider. I got a and I got a driver. And with that heat, I'm the only provider. Little back for him, right the vibe, yo. Know the vibe, that's what you vibe, yo. Beef, we about to resolve, yo. Pull up on that up, yo. We on it. Hold up, shorty, hold up. Please don't touch me. Look at my feet, look at my ankles, look at my wrist. This one a pack, this one a that one a op, that one a lick. This one for pop, this one for juice. I am the one, you a deuce. Give it up in my city, really shed blood in my city. Get love in my city. The sun, your whole set like it's around 6. Whole team get fired in round trips. She's just spying on my flicks. He admiring my drip. Check what I do, the check a clear too. Pull up like a drive through, so check your rear. I don't care how long it take to get it out back. Or my outside steak be out back. I don't care how long it take to get it out back. Or my outside steak be out back.
Yeah. Tell them again, baby. If you are not part of our conglomerate, Big Will and Friends, we got events all summer. July 22nd. I think it's sold out. I don't know. Big Will got to come back on here and let us know what it's about. Ah! Baby. Tracy Paul, let's go. 8:43 in the morning. Shout out to all the love. I see all y'all hitting me up on the IG, on the social medias. We appreciate you. I can't wait till we're outside like that. I can't wait till we're syndicated across the country, man. Tracy Paul, you know how I do things. So, I don't know if you guys know, Oh. Oh. Drinking his long ass intros. I was about to get feeble in here a little bit. Hold on, we get this intro. All right, let them vibe.
Lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec. Cherie, où est mon bec? They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Home hanging on my neck. The bracelet matches the set. My brother name is Tina Dollar. Stop all that back and forth over the neck. My mama wish I would've went corporate. She wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec. Cherie, où est mon bec? They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the Met. You know I gotta bring the set. You know I gotta bring the G block. You know I gotta bring the D block, cause you know how sticky it get. Ay. 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 She want me to play with that cat. Ay. She love how I make it wet. Ay. You know how sticky it get. Ay. Hey yo, Eric.
Uh-oh. Big up yourself, Montreal, my city. You know how we do things. Now, you guys know, we familiar. About a year and a half ago, I went through depression, contemplated suicide. And one of the brothers that brought me back, as well with Khan Booba, was meditation teacher, a writer, and podcast host. He's the author, Mr. Fimo Mitchell. Now, Fimo walked me back from a dark place mentally. He taught me how to quiet the noise in my brain, Tracy. I've never had a quiet moment in my mind ever, but I did many sessions, and I actually took part in one of your programs where every morning we got up at 6:45 and he had a meditation buddy. I haven't talked to her in a while. I don't know if you thought, I'm about to see you. I got you see a call. But man, meditating with you, Mr. Fimo Mitchell, has got me through some dark places, man. You have an open door policy on any one of my platforms, anywhere I go in life, till I die, man. I appreciate you. Montreal City, one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. Listen, he's lived in China for over a decade. He sat down with shamans and meditation gurus and coaches all over the world. He's lived in the hills. He's been a minimalist. He did the whole quiet thing, Tracy, where they don't talk for like 10, 15 days.
No way.
When I do it, they're going to have to give me $1 million when I finish that. But I want to bring him, I like to say, close friend of mine, my savior, one of my saviors, Mr. Fimo Mitchell. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. Thank you. That's quite a welcome. That's quite a welcome. Thank you.
We want to make people feel nice, like Aunt Jemima pancakes in the morning. I want to make your tummy warm. It's the Morning Detour, baby.
Thank you.
So welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's good to be here live.
Well, listen, I think I've only had you on my podcast. I don't think I've ever had you on the morning show.
No. Yeah, this is a different, there's Hennessy here. Am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you done said it already. it ain't none they don't know.
Oh, okay.
It ain't none they don't know.
I'm like, man, I'm tempted. No, I'm joking.
Look, I can't with these meditation guys tricks. I don't know if they're fat. You don't eat meat, right?
No.
You're missing out.
But today, I used to eat meat. I just stopped
so
eating
you know
meat.
What you're missing?
Yeah, I know what I'm I stopped eating meat like 8 years ago. Maybe, it's too long. But no, today is a fast day, so there's no food until supper. Like I stopped eating yesterday.
I feel like your life has too much rules. For somebody but let's be honest. Nobody want to have an honest conversation with you inner peace people. I feel like yeah, I'm President Tracy. Don't judge me. You inner peace people make me sick. But we'll get into that. In 2020, you founded When the Village Meditates. Yeah. I think we need When the Planet Meditates. Yeah. It's a nonprofit dedicated to providing meditation programs, discussion groups, and wellness retreats for racialized and marginalized people. I think it's very necessary. I think within our culture, we don't speak out enough.
Yeah.
I like how there's a segment of this young generation, young black activists, young blacks, period, are a little bit more open, a little bit more vocal.
Right.
One of the things that I think is important on my platform is to really have these conversations with people. Even though I know in the morning it's a little bit heavy, it makes a lot of people feel a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah. I think what you're doing is vital. I think it's important. And I think it's very necessary for our culture. Yeah. So let's talk about it. So let's start off with When the Village Meditates. What's that all about? How can people be a part of it?
Hey, listen, to join, we want everyone to join.
It's not free, guys. We taking deposit for the village. Chelsea, we taking deposit for the village too.
I mean, I tell you what though, there is a free membership. And why there's a free membership is because I didn't grow up with much money. My parents didn't have a whole lot, right? So, but everyone should have access to these resources. Yeah. Everyone. And so there's free membership, but then there's membership per month and then there's per year as well. And that gives you access to morning meditation, which is every morning at 7 a.m. and then Saturdays at 8 a.m. Yeah. 8 a.m. on Saturdays. But people show up.
No, I did
People
it.
show up on
Tracy, I
Saturday.
did it. I did 2 sessions. My life's kind of busy. I had to do 2 sessions. It's cool. What I loved about your meditation sessions early morning, it's a good vibe. You get yourself, you really center yourself. You really immerse yourself. Like I thought it was all hocus pocus until you and I sat down and we talked and we did it. And what's cool is that you have a meditation buddy. So even outside of meditation, you have this person that you've never met, and then you guys have this kind of journey that you guys are taking together.
Yeah.
And I think there's something special about that.
Yeah. Yeah. What you're talking about is the path, and we're gonna do that again in September. We're gonna launch. It's called the Path.
Look how he says it. The path. I've done the path twice. I think I got a certificate for it as well.
I did send you one with a capital P. The Path. It's 12 weeks. It's 3 months. It's every day you see my face. And but you know what? The whole goal of the Path is so that you learn how to incorporate a mindfulness practice into your hectic life. And that's what we all need. At the end of the day, like whether you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes in the morning or 20 minutes, as long as you set aside some time just to come back to yourself, just to come get in tune with your breath. I mean, without breath, we don't have life. But many of us have no clue what our breath is like, because we're busy doing things. And so just take a moment just to like, I'm breathing, I know I'm breathing. You do that and voila.
See, so that's something that I want to talk about because I do feel like meditation is a form of therapy. Already mental health is a topic that has been talked about in the past few years that is very important to bring up because we keep a lot of things inside. And that for Black people, I'm going to speak about Black people that are very resilient.
Yeah, talk on them, Tracy.
There's this thing where we have difficulty addressing certain things that we're going through.
Yep.
And so meditation is maybe the first step towards, having maybe therapy, but how do you get into meditation? Like what would be the first step? You're at home and you're not ready maybe to get into one of your programs. Someone is not ready to get into one of your programs because, they feel intimidated or anything. What can you do at home to begin that journey of meditation and mindfulness?
Well, I think the first thing to do is I would start with an affirmation. Before I even close my eyes, I would start with, I love and accept myself just as I am. It's not enough people that do that. Start with an affirmation. Just affirm who you are. I love and accept myself as I am. And start there. And then if it feels comfortable, you close your eyes. And, the breath is kind of like a bridge between the body and the mind. So start by just noticing your breathing. You don't have to do anything special with it. Just notice your breathing. And, your mind, while you're noticing your breathing, your mind's going to go somewhere else because the mind is a problem solver or a problem creator. And so the mind's going to get caught up in some drama. But you are not the mind. And I can't say that enough. You are not the mind in the same way you are not the body. And so if you're not the mind, you're not the body.
Who are you?
Who are you? Well, in meditation, you get to experience a bit of yourself. I'm not going to tell you who you are. I think truth is something, I think art, I think meditation, all this stuff should point you towards a truth. And you have to experience it. And so this is not about religion. This is about you having an experience with yourself. Not the way you think you are, because we all create an image of ourselves, right? And we present it to others. And when someone offends that image, we get offended. When someone says something bad about it, we get offended. I know when I get defensive, it's because someone says something against some image that I created. But you can't really, who I truly am doesn't need to defend anything, doesn't need to prove anything.
Or be validated.
Who you truly are. So in meditation, I always say you experience yourself and your environment as you are and not as you think you are. And there's a huge difference.
Okay.
Give it to him one more time. Big jab.
Big
jabs right there, boy.
Yeah, in meditation, you experience yourself as you are rather than how you think you are. That's a big, many times we look outside, we see the street and there's a reality out there. But a lot of times we're not really experiencing reality. We're experiencing our perspective.
Yeah, or perception of reality.
Of reality. And that is a huge difference. That's a huge difference. And it's tough for us as Black people because we have to have an armor in order to make it through this. You talked about Legurl earlier.
Yeah.
We have to have an armor, right?
Yeah.
But in order to experience yourself, you have to also remove that armor and become vulnerable. So
yeah, black people ain't trying to do that.
Yeah, like we're like
the man's on the block ain't trying to do that, but that is a necessary step if you're gonna get true fulfillment and you get full circle yourself. And that's the trepidation a lot of black people have.
Yeah, you can't remove that, like, because it's impossible to experience yourself if you're holding up some armor.
I did it. It's very horrible, people. It's a horrible thing, but the rewards is worth it. But that process, I felt like Pookie and New Jack when he was kicking the drugs. And it was like, boy, all these feelings, all these unresolved issues. God damn it. Female took me to some places, some dark depths.
You know, I got a question for that because we're talking about black people, and I feel like a lot of what you're saying, Fimo, is something that women have maybe have it easier in a way to access or to be open-minded about that. You have a specific program for men. You know, Weezy, you're saying like it was difficult. Like, talk about that because I feel like men should this is something that we should drill in the heads of our brothers. Like, it's important. Your mental health matters.
Yeah, I mean, but the biggest thing is that at the same time, we tell men you have to secure the bag. And so
it's a lot of things you gotta do.
So I'm just saying, like, we have to also make sure men realize, all right, but I gotta take care of me first as well. And that's not selfish. You know, it's not selfish to take care of me, you know, and not just to have nice biceps and whatnot. I mean, to take care of
your inner you.
You know. And, you know, so
no, I was just gonna say, to be someone that was skeptical of the meditation, of the whole energy thing, and someone that's done the program. I think the toughest part, like, I think a lot of black men when they hear talking about, you gotta be vulnerable, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta talk about all my emotions, but it's deeper than just emotions. It speaks to what you're talking about before. When you meditate, when you get to a oneness with yourself, you're understanding who you are. You know what I mean? Not just facade, not just you trying to pretend. And a lot of people cannot face that truth. Now, the extra step that, you got to pay female to get to was that once you figure out who you are and you don't like that image of yourself, your inner self, you can change that.
Yeah.
But you can only get that once you understand what you're working with.
Right.
And I think a lot of people have trouble getting there because they think, I just got to open up my emotions. It's deeper than that.
It's deep.
When you come really, when I've done the program for you, when I've been to these depths, you really understand who you are. And at that point, you make a decision, okay, do I like this person or do I want to improve on this person? But you can't know what person you are until you go there.
And you also exercise a lot of self-compassion. So I always tell people who come to meditate with me, always be patient and kind with yourself. Always.
Yeah, you said that all the time.
Like, always. And especially when you feel you don't deserve it. We have this we live in a society where everything is like, you deserve, these people deserve this, these people don't deserve that. No. You have inherent worth. And so you always deserve grace. You always deserve love. You're always worthy of these things. But that inner critic, which we all have, at times, you messed up. Those times, we've all had moments where we've messed up.
Oh, God knows.
Right? And you're like, and what do? You hide. Shame, right? I'm like, no, feel that shame. But at the same time, and that's where meditation comes in. When you meditate for a while, there's going to be some unpleasant stuff that comes up. The question is, can you sit with that unpleasantness? Can you sit with the pleasant as well?
Yeah. Speak about that. Like, one of our first sessions, one of the two things I wanted to get down female was to quiet the noise. And the other thing too, he was talking about the balance between things. That I would, real quick before you go, I want you to talk about what you and I spoke about when you the bad feelings, like you kind of have to like sit through it and work through it. Because a lot of people don't understand, like, you have to feel it. Life is about the balance. They don't call it yin yang because it's a cool thing or it's a cool little token to have back in the early 90s.
Right.
You have to sit with the uncomfortable emotions so that you can appreciate the good emotions. Like, you have to sit with it. A lot of people try to go around it or not sit with it or avoid it and bury it. And then it comes out and it's come up as repressed resentment.
The word is equanimity, like balance of the mind.
Wow.
Feeble, we're gonna put that in
a new word.
We have a game now. We have a new game we play. The only game we punch on now. It's called the adult spelling bee. You need to text me that word because that's the word. Me imagine use that to that. No one's gonna win the TV. No one's gonna win that shit. Don't even say it again. I'm gonna use it next. Don't say it again.
Balance of the mind. So balance of the mind is key because if you're able throughout our day, right, we're gonna have things that make us feel good, make us feel not so good, and things that are neutral. Our mind's gonna process the world in 3 different ways. And so when you meditate, you're gonna have all those types of experience. Usually when we see something that's neutral, we overlook it, we ignore it. We've gone to work the same way. We don't really pay attention to stuff. It's neutral. But when we see something that's pleasant, that feels good, we cling to it. We want this thing forever, a la Drake. I'm cool, I swear.
Honestly, never mind.
I
do radio, baby.
But the thing is, like wanting something forever, you're clinging to it. That's and then when something is unpleasant, we aversion. We run from it. Those reactions is what causes so much mental suffering. So much of what we go through, the anxiety, depression, all that, is based on how we react to just life. And so it's learning how to sit through that. And if you learn how to sit through that, you learn how to ride these waves, man, it doesn't matter what Logo has to say. You fight, but you're not going to be, he's not going to rock you off your off your balance.
No.
I was going to say the word.
No, listen, you could swear. Nobody called him.
No, he was a swear.
Man, Fimo came with the gems this morning. It's just like you telling Louise, we need 4 hours.
Yeah.
You see, it's just like that. We're done. Now, if you want to follow Fimo, let them know how they can follow you. Let them know real quick all the different things that you have going on.
When the Village meditates, I don't run the account, so it's actually doing well. Because my personal Instagram, I'm not really much of a Instagrammer, but When the Village Meditates, follow it. When the Village Meditates, that's the account to follow. When the Village Meditates on Facebook as well, YouTube, but I don't think anything's on there yet.
This is gonna be on there.
Yeah, there you go. So When the Village Meditates, visit whenthevillagemeditates.com to join, sign up. We'd love to have you. And yes, go inward. It's the greatest journey you'll ever go on.
Thank
the journey
you.
inward.
Well,
it's an interesting journey. I'll say that. Montreal this weekend. Catch us this Sunday. Rhythm and Brunch. Get the tickets. It's in our link. It's in our bio. Detour 514. Hosted by yours truly, DJ Mario 1 and 2. Brought to you by 9208 Agency. Tracy Paul, I appreciate you. What a great morning. It's been the red carpet. It's been
As
Morning
usual.
Detour.
That was short.